Good day to you rascallion bastards. I hope you are having a good day, actually. My name is FOXSOL. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to some more WutheringWaves content here on the channel. And in today's video, I will apologize. This is going to be a little bit of a disclaimer before we get started. But today's video is going to be more of a rant style video, a vent style, however you want to put it, grind my gears video. Because I've had the opportunity to go watch a couple of YouTube videos, and I've had the opportunity to go browse the fucking cancer of the internet that we call Reddit. And oh boy, has my pet peeve fucking button been fucking hit so hard that I have just want to talk about this. So yeah, bear with me. Let's get into it. So you're probably going to be asking really quickly, man, what's grinding your fucking gears there, Fox? Well, let me tell you something. There is some cancer out there on this internet, I feel like, man. And what I mean by that is that there is people out there that just generally are assholes. And it's something that just hits my pet peeve, you know, like, I know I should ignore it. I know that, you know, I take it with a grain of salt because this is the fucking internet and everybody's going to do whatever the fuck anybody wants to do, in all honesty. But still, you know, when you're passionate about something, and like in this game, you know, I actually like this game. I'm actually very passionate about this game. If you've watched me play this for the last month now, you notice that we pretty much almost every day have live streamed the game. We have no life this game. We have done multiple different things, and we have just in general enjoyed what the game has to offer. Shit, I spent an entire 2 weeks getting this game to where we were 100%ing the map in 2 fucking weeks, getting to level fucking 50 unison level, and just enjoying life, collecting, doing things, all this good shit jazz. And then I go on Reddit and I'm fucking reading some bullshit, and I'm watching YouTube channels try to tell people that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. And it grinds my gears because, you know what, as a person who has created 2 types of communities on this channel, 2 opportunities that we had, one being Lords of the Fallen, the second being Devil May Cry Peak of Combat gacha game. I'm a person that has legitimately sat there and had proper conversation, not arguments, proper conversation with my folks, and discussing of how builds work, how we could do different things, worked on obnoxious builds, worked on, you know, stupid builds, doing different things. And in general, that's what I want to get into, is that this video is going to primarily focus around that. I want to focus around the aspect that, you know what, I want to talk about team composition. I want to talk about, you know, different types of build. I want to hear what people are doing, and I want to get an actual idea structure if there's something I want to change about the way my build works. I'm not saying, like I've stated in all my videos, I'm not stating, oh, like, you know, my build is the best build known to man. I'm just saying that for what I do, it works really well. And that shouldn't be a problem, I would think. But it seems like with some people out there, you know, they do the same thing and then they get shut down. And I don't like that. I don't like that mentality that happens to people. It's one of my biggest pet peeves. And what I'm getting at is that I went on Reddit, okay, and they were discussing the idea of, you know, hey, and this is how I got involved in it, is that I'm gonna go taking a look to see if, you know, what people are doing with the echoes right now. You know, with the new echoes that came out and stuff like this, I wanted to get more of a idea from other perspective, and I wanted to take a chance and browse and see what people are coming up with, so that way, you know, I can get an idea of what I would like to do. And you've got the so-called, which I like to call them, Genshin fucking god experts that feel like, oh, well, I've played Genshin Impact for over fucking 10,000 hours, motherfucker. I know what the fuck I'm talking about when it comes to Wuthering Waves. You can't do that build. You have to do this build. You know, I'm watching and I'm reading this shit from several different sources, and I'm just like, who the fuck are you to tell this person what they should be or shouldn't be doing? So what happened is that I started looking into the echo builds because I'm doing something completely different with one of the characters, and it seems to be working really well. And I want to see pretty much if someone else by some chance was doing, you know, similar build or the same type of build structure that I'm doing with the character, because it's working really well for the character. And all I'm seeing is people arguing about, you know, you shouldn't do 4-4-1-1-1. You should be doing 4-3-3-1-1. You're not optimizing your stuff. Do the mathematics, do the calculations. You don't know how to do a fucking optimal build. This is what they're fucking writing on this fucking Reddit posting. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And then I was like, okay, well, let's go on YouTube and take a look. I go on YouTube and it's practically the fucking same thing from a lot of different fucking content creators that legitimately have their fucking egos shoved up their goddamn ass, it seems like. These are fucking channels that's getting over 200K video views on a fucking video that's telling you, the fucking player, how you should do your shit. And if you don't do it this way, you're a fucking moron. That's basically the too long don't read version of it. And it's like, this is the most asinine fucking shit that I'm seeing, that I'm reading, and I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on here. And it's hit a pet peeve. It really has. And this is something that, you know, I want to make clear. You come to this channel, you watch my videos. You come to this channel, you watch the live stream, you come talk to me. If in any case scenario, I ever turn into a type of person where I tell you, hey, you know what, you're building fucking completely wrong, you're a fucking moron like some of these people do, please crucify the shit out of me, cancel me, do whatever you gotta do. Because in all honesty, I'm the type of person that don't believe in that shit. I believe that, you know, everybody has their own way of building things. They have their own play styles. And I think that that's actually really fucking cool. And I think like games like WutheringWaves, like Lords of the Fallen, you know, Dark Souls, that we have this ability to go ahead and be able to do this. We're able to go ahead and actually structure our shit the way it should be. And how the I'm not even paying attention to this puzzle right here, and I gotta take a look how to do this puzzle. Let's just quit for right now on this. My mind's not on doing the puzzle right now. My mind is on this topic. I apologize for that. The thing about it is that when it comes to it, it just annoys me that there is these people out there that does not take into consideration to listen to the other side of the so-called argument. They don't have the opinion to sit there and talk to people and actually get a true concept of what they're trying to do. They shut them down before they even have a chance to explain, it seems like. And this is what's been going on. And this is the real reason why, like, when some people says, well, hey, I watched this YouTuber, you should watch this YouTuber, or you should read this guy's stuff right here. You should totally do this. And this is how you should build or something. And I basically denounce it 9 out of 10 times. I said, well, okay, well, that's good for you. Like, if that's how it is or whatever, I mean, I'm fine. I don't care. And then people get mad at me, it seems like, to a certain degree, like, well, why aren't you, you know, taking my suggestion into thing? It's like, look, it's not that I'm not taking your suggestion into stride. It's just that legitimately I don't like watching content creators. I don't like watching people in general, because this is the fucking reason. This is the jackasses that we have that's creating content that's denouncing several different things. And like I said, it all started off with an echo build. And I'm going to explain to you my mentality in this game in a rough aspect. You know, I released not that long ago the video for Jinshi. You know, a simple breakdown just to give a person who don't want to sit there and get the entire crux of it, you know, a full optimal build, how this damage here and what damage, blah, 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 and all the crit numbers and all this stuff. That doesn't care about the calculations. All they care is the character fucking good or is the character shit? That's the question that they want answered. Okay? I stated in that video that with this team right here, that pretty much we're talking about the incandescents. This is the character Mortify or Mortifet, however you want to pronounce it, that I am using on the team that's helping to build the incandescent meter really fucking fast, like god awfully fast. And respectfully, I've had a couple of comments that told me, you know, hey, no, you should try Yinlin, basically. That's how I'm doing it. And it's making her really shine. I'm getting 120k damage out of her skill because of this. I got another person that told me, Wan Wu here, you know, Yan Wu, whatever, however you pronounce it, Mr. Fedora here, that they're having, you know, really great, outstanding build with it. And that is great. That is where conversation's happening. And that's where it's like, hey, you know what? I will test it. I will see how it comes out for me. And I tested it not that long ago. And legitimately, I prefer for me, Mortify. I feel like legitimately this character does for me the best of the best when it comes in terms for building the incantation for Jinshi. I think it works out really well. So that ended up making me to where, you know, I started developing this team. That means that for Tower Diversity, 2 characters are already gone from my GN team, which is Bai and which is Mortify. So that means GN needs a whole entire different build team. He needs something that's going to complement him. Mortify was complementing his ult because of the heavy damage output. However, I looked at the characters, I looked at different things, and I looked at right here, which is Jianxi. I looked at her. She is a support class. You know, she is a healer. And I go ahead, I look at, you know, her outro skill. I was reading, you know, the incoming resonator has their alt damage amplified by 38% for 14 seconds or until they're switched out. And legitimately, I said, you know what? Let's try this. And it worked. Okay, it's been working really well. However, there's a couple of different things that needed to happen with Jianxi here. This character, big, who I like to call big titty fucking pink hair bitch right here. She has nothing to do with this team. In all honesty, like, she is useless. The only thing I'm using her for, when it comes down to it, is just her shield. That's it. Just her skill. Pretty much, she has no complement that I'm actually using for the team, except, you know, resonant skill, damage amplified for 38% for 14 seconds. She'd probably be better off somewhere else. She'd probably be better off with Jinshi, for example. But in all honesty, she don't build up the meter fast enough for Jinshi from what I looked at. So at that point in time, I put her on this team. This character could be technically, in my personal opinion, replaced with pretty much any other character. It's just these 2 that matter to me. And the reason why for that is because I looked at something. I wanted to see something about my build. Said, well, how am I going to properly use this chick right here? How am I going to use her properly on the team? Because, you know, I need her to be able to get her shield off. She is, you know, completely no summon. She is basic build right here. And I need her to be able to pop the shield and pop that outro skill. So I focus my echoes on making her a tank. And I already know there's going to be people, well, you know, you shouldn't be doing that. You should be doing an offensive build. I've worked on a half build with the Moonlit Clouds and the aerial damage. I've made it to where I did a 4-4, which is healing bonus, right here, as you can see, 1-1-1. And if you see, you'll see HP and defense that is going to be the primary key on this character. Because all I want her to do, in retrospect to the entire team, all I want her to do is take a hit. I don't want her to die super, super fast. I just want her straight up to come in and pop her skill chain here. And what I mean by that is that I'll showcase it real quick. Okay, I will take my time right here where I'll showcase it real quick because this is all coming into my pet peeve. So basically, I'm doing what I can to get this meter up as fast as fucking possible. I'm bringing in GN right here. You can see he's got his ult. That is all I care about. And then like this is the healing part. I'm building up a shield. This thing's gonna pop, boom, bring in him. Now for 30, now I get 38% for 14 seconds of an ult damage, which is just gonna clear. On bosses, that's actually a lot higher. We can get into like the 120. And then look, I am also healing GN at the same time with a shield on top of him to minimize damage. It's working out well. And all it is that I just turned her into basically a healing tank. She's doing basically like right here, you can see on the screen, over 2,000 fucking heals every few seconds or whatever with the shield attached. And it's like, it's working out tremendously for me. Will it work out for someone like you? No, but you know, this is the thing. This is the thing that I try to get across with my channel. This is what I'm trying to get across with the videos I'm building is there is no wrong way, in my personal opinion, to build a character. There's no wrong way to build your team. There's no wrong way to work your echoes. You do what works for you. This team, I built 3 fucking teams and we finished the Tower of Adversity for the first time. This team cleared out one, this team cleared out one, and this team cleared out the other. That's my 3 main teams. And it's working tremendously well for someone like me. I just looked at a different scenario with a character, and like I said, all I wanted to do was to get an idea if someone was doing a tank-based build. That's it. And I'm fucking seeing people try that, like I said, with this God complex upon them, try to tell people, oh, if you do that, you're a fucking moron and shit like this. And it's like, you know what? I am sick and tired of fucking people being like this. I really the fuck am. And I just want to make sure that in all generalness, like, you know, we never have that issue here on the channel. And this is like a PSA. To this degree, it's a PSA to people out there to be like, hey, look, I'm telling you right now, guys, in all honesty, do what you want to do. I'm not saying don't go look at ideas, but be very careful on your quote unquote research. Because there's some jackasses out there that's just going to denounce your shit because they don't want to fucking think that their shit is wrong. They don't want to take a look at what you're trying to accomplish. And that is the true case scenario about this. They just spilling out fucking bullshit. They fucking played Genshin Impact for fucking goddamn fucking 30 fucking years. And then they're coming in here and they're trying to fucking go ahead and tell you that you're fucking wrong in a brand new fucking game. That in all honesty, whaling ain't gonna help you none when you're gonna fight actual fucking bosses that require fucking skill. Simple as that. So what I want to thank you. If you're still here watching the video at this point, I do want to thank you. Whether you agree, you disagree with me in any which way regards, I want to take the time to legitimately thank you for watching this video, for listening to my fucking rant, for listening to this grind to gear BS that I got going on right now. Because I don't think that content creators, I don't think these people who make these such comments actually really bother to do that. They'll tell you that you're wrong. They will tell you up and down that you're a complete moron. but they're not gonna go. But these are the same people that's getting support, that's getting 200K of video views and shit like this. That in the end of the fucking day, you know, they know what they're talking about to a certain degree, but they don't know what the fuck they're talking about either. They don't understand, you know, there is other things going on in a game that legitimately, you know, matter. That you might, you know, the person you're watching, they have a summon fucking 6, you know, GN right here, like me, for example. You only got to summon fucking 3. We got 2 different fucking characters here. My build's not going to work probably towards your style build because you're not going to be able to execute with the additional resonance chain. You know, you're not going to get the fucking Emerald Storm finale at 120% because you're right here. You're only getting an additional 16% crit rate and 32% crit damage right here. I'm just saying that in my honest opinion, can we calm down a little bit with this bullshit of trying to tell people what they should be and should not be fucking doing? Can we work in the simple scenario of discussing, hey, how are you building your character? Because like, look, my final point here is I've played a lot of fucking Dark Souls, man. I've played a lot of fucking Dark Souls. I did a few different builds in Lords of the Fallen, for example. I did several different builds in Bloodborne. I've done several different builds in fucking Dark Souls 3. And you know what? We've did, like I said before in the beginning of this video, we did optimal builds, we did damage builds, we did magic builds, we did fucking goddamn stupid ass fucking builds. We just made it work. And sometimes the results impressed you. Like I said, I'm very impressed that I made a fucking character that's a fucking tank in this game. That is, you know, she's not doing damage really, but she is doing her fucking job and keeping my DPS alive. She's doing her job to make sure my DPS has the ability to fucking hit his ult and give it an additional 38% more damage. She's doing her job on my team. And that's where, like, look, I'm going to make another video and we're going to discuss team composition. We're going to discuss team development and complementing your team, complementing your DPS, complementing your anchor of your team. That is what we're going to end up doing. I have an idea on the structure of that video. I want to make that. But before we make that video, I just really wanted to get this off my damn chest because, like, legitimately, this is the most retarded shit I've ever seen in my life. What happened to gamers just being gamers and sharing information? What happened to this new generation of people fucking trying to tell other people that they're fucking wrong because they want to fucking use a fucking 2 bosses for their echoes rather than do a 4-3? Look, each one's got their own perk, okay? And I'm going to finish it like this, and I'll discuss this more in detail, but the short summary of it is that going ahead, you know, doing a class case scenario, you know, of a 4-3-3-1-1, you know, in all honesty, look, doing a full fucking 5 build for the effect, yeah, I understand. But, you know, you get crit rate. I'm not worried about crit damage no more, you know, I'm not worried about crit damage on GN. So you know what, guess what? I can look at putting aerial damage, 30% additional. I can look at a number 3 cost for energy regen to help build up this ult faster. I can look at an attack, you know, and I can look at another attack to add on to it. But in terms of someone like Jinshi, you know, I want this bitch to be a powerhouse. I want her to fucking be a nuclear warhead. I want that crit rate over 60%. I want that crit damage right there at over fucking 200%. So you know what? For doing that to make it easier on myself, doing 2 bosses, 2 4s, crit rate, crit damage, attack, and tuning these son of bitches to get what I need out of them to make it fucking happen. And still getting a 5 fucking effect to get upon the intra and spectral damage increase is working fucking wonders for her. I don't see her needing to have, because she's doing so much shit on the screen. I don't need seeing adding fucking, you know, a 3 fucking energy regen or 3 spectral damage. She's already got so many different things just on the base character of her spectral damage that it don't fucking matter. So I did it this way. If you're doing a 4-3-3-1-1, that's great. That's how you're building her. You're doing what you think is right. And I think that's my point in this video. I'm going to do the FOXSOL builds, okay? But I'm not going to be doing the FOXSOL build and telling you that you're a fucking moron and that this is how you should be doing it. And if you don't do it this way, you're fucking stupid. I'm just going to tell you, hey, look, this is what I'm doing. This is how I'm doing it. And you know what? I want to discuss. Maybe there's someone out there who had the same thought process. Say, hey, wait a minute. You're doing this. You're trying to optimize, you know, building a tank. Well, why don't you do this instead? Like, take a look at this. And we can discuss the numbers. We can discuss everything. That's what the live streams are for. The live streams are the place that I come here on YouTube and I live stream every single day when I can. And that's my plan tomorrow. I've taken the last couple of days off, but starting tomorrow, I plan to live stream every single day again, WutheringWaves, on purpose, just so that way when people come in, we can discuss our builds and we have a safe zone, a place that you're not going to be ridiculed. You're not going to be told that you're fucking wrong. You're going to have a place where we can discuss, you know, hey, yeah, I got a stupid build idea. What'd you think about this? And we can discuss it. We can say, okay, well, what effect are you trying to get out of it? And we can look at the numbers. And then we can see if it's plausible. We can see if it's fucking hilarious. Or we can see if it's a complete fucking failure. And then you know what? That's how we learn. That's how we are. That's what makes us gamers. That's what makes us basically human. So in any case scenario, sorry for the long ass fucking video. Again, if you have gotten to this point, thank you so much for watching the video. Hopefully my grind of gears video to you was not too fucking bad. Hopefully, you know, the PSA here was well received. If it wasn't, leave a comment below. Either way, and let's have a conversation. I got a Discord channel. I got a Discord you could DM me. I got a Twitter account you could DM me if you want. We can have a conversation. We can talk it about in a live stream. I'm not going to denounce anybody. My entire goal is to make sure everybody's heard. I want to hear all the opinions. I'm just not going to put up with the fucking bullshit of someone telling me that they're fucking God, that they know better than everybody else there is out there. Because at that point in time, you're just a fucking dick. All right, guys, take it easy, and I'll catch you on the flip side.